Everything that you've ever wanted to manifest in your life has already manifested for you, and I'm going to explain how the hell that's even possible. Your higher self, meaning your happiest, richest, most thriving self, exists because you exist. And the fact that you exist means that they exist. There cannot be one without the other. Your higher self is in existence in a quantum dimension, quantum reality, because you exist. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to wake up one day and change dimensions in order to get to them. The fact that you exist means your higher self exists and you have those desires, means that there is already a path laid out before you to get to your higher self, your most richest, thriving, happiest, fulfilled self. Let me draw it for you. Okay, this may be a little bit trippy, but just follow with me. So your higher self is here. They're thriving, they're happy. This is a path that has already been laid out for you by a previous self that made its way up to your higher self. So your current self is here. So you're currently on the journey of getting to your higher self, a journey that another self has already taken because your higher self exists. Now, this is a sort of like an umbilical cord or a tether or a path, whatever you want to call it. An energy/desire is flowing down from your higher self to your current self to sort of be like a magnet to you, to say, hey, I'm up here, we can do this. You just have to, come to me in your energy, your desire, blah, blah, blah. But what is going to be on this path is there is going to be obstacles. There is going to be temptation. There is going to be, negative mindsets, self-sabotage, setbacks. And if you give in to this self-sabotage and this negativity, then you're going to come up here and you're going to flow down this path and you're going to end up at another version of yourself, which is unfulfilled, the unfulfilled version. Unfulfilled. That's how you spell it. The unfulfilled you. But now that you've gone across here, there is going to be another path that exists from your higher self to re-encourage you and say, here, you can come up this path. We've got everything that we've ever wanted. It's possible for you. Just come to this path, follow me, do everything that you need, and you will get to your higher self. So you start doing the work, you start doing some EFT, and then maybe another roadblock happens. Maybe this is a breakup, or perhaps, you lose someone, or something happens that creates a weakened mindset. Now, this weakened mindset, it's really hard to get out of, so it creates another unfulfilled you. Let me get this. So this weakened mindset has really got you down, and it's sent you down another path to unfulfilled self-sabotage. Now, don't look at these as linear. So if you're up here, it doesn't mean that you've made progress. It's just a very small piece of paper. But basically, what I'm trying to show you is there is a direct path from your current self to your higher self right now, because your higher self exists and the energy/desire is flowing down from your higher self to your current self through manifestation desires, through, visions or dreams, and it's showing you this exists, I exist, this version of you can exist. You have to do the work, EFT tapping, manifestations, and you will arrive here. But if you give in to the obstacles, the negative self-sabotage or the weakened mindsets, and sometimes these things are unavoidable and, we do fall backwards, and that is totally fine. This graph is just showing you that there is a path straight to your higher self, but along the line, you're probably going to come across obstacle, which is going to send you into, a sort of a different version of yourself, which is maybe a little bit more improved, but still unfulfilled. And then you've then created, because this version of you exists already, once this version has already existed for you, it doesn't matter where you go, it's going to have another path laid out for you from that higher self. So it doesn't matter how deeply you get into, anxiety or stress or even depression, there is always going to be a path that leads you straight to your higher self. And let's say you experience another obstacle here, but you don't give into that obstacle. You simply maneuver around it and continue up the chain. You experience another obstacle here and you maneuver around it and you arrive at your higher self. Ding, 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 you've made it. Sometimes we do need these obstacles to give us more of a perspective. So perhaps this obstacle was really beneficial for your current self to learn, okay, well, I never want to go backwards again. So I'm going to streamline, I'm going to go straight up to my higher self. I'm going to avoid every obstacle, not avoid, but I'm going to get past every obstacle that comes my way, and I'm going to arrive at my highest, most thriving self. So I want you to take the pressure off yourself and your manifestations, because the path towards your higher self already exists for you. You don't have to create it yourself. It already exists because your higher self exists, which means that you exist. Okay, this is getting into the quantum physics, the quantum realm, the superposition. The fact that you desire it and want to manifest it means it exists for you in another energy level, another version of you. It doesn't mean that you have to wake up and change literally everything about your life. It just means your internal ecosystem and your energy systems need to adapt to become the higher self of you, which is why I use EFT tapping to help regulate and heal my nervous system, so that then I can recreate all of the subconscious beliefs and programs that I think my higher self has. And then that way I get closer and closer and closer to that version of myself every single day. Now, EFT tapping anyone can do it. It is available to everyone. I have a manifestation membership called the Creation Portal. You can get the first 7 days for free. So if you don't like it, you can then just cancel. But I would highly recommend, if you haven't tried EFT tapping, to go to my link in bio, try some of my resources. Make sure you check out my videos, because EFT tapping is truly, in my opinion, the best tool that you can use in order to streamline your path that already exists for you to your higher self, to tap into the energy and the desires that are flowing down from your higher self to give you these dreams, to give you these manifestations, to prove to you that you can have everything that you want. The only reason you want it is because there is another version of you that already has it. Let me know what you think in the comments.